What is up guys, it's Wolfie here and welcome back to the channel. As you can tell from the title of this video, I'm taking a look at Subnautica Below Zero. I've been really excited to get into this game and start a playthrough for you guys. With the Raft series coming to an end, I thought it's the best time to pick something else up. If you enjoy this video today, don't forget to drop a like down below, and if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button to show your support. So to provide some background just before we jump in here, if you aren't familiar with this franchise, this game is the second in the series. I have previously played the first game, but that was before I set up my channel. I wish I had those videos for you guys, but if I go back, maybe I'll go back and play the first one, especially if you like this series. Now, we do actually play as a different character to the last game. We play as a character called Robin, and it's my understanding that we're after answers about her sister called Sam. Sam works for a company called Altera, and they've sent us a notice of her death, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense to us, so we're trying to work out how she died, what's happened there. Now, I believe the game starts with us heading down to the planet she was last at. Alright, now you guys have got some of the backstory, let's get straight into it.
This is the farthest I can take you on company space bucks, Robin. You sure you want this? The research is in everything.
It is to me, and Sam. I need to know what happened.
The meteor storm.
I can use it for cover from Altera's eyes.
Gonna miss you, Robin.
I'll find my way back.
Approaching 45-46 feet. Surface temperatures. Life pod deployed. Welcome to 45-46 feet. Enjoy your stay.
Wow, that is one way to jump straight into the game. So, the first thing I'm noticing... Oh, what is that? The first thing I'm noticing is I've got a temperature gauge bottom left. So that's kind of our stats. And that temperature gauge wasn't in the old game. So... Oh, what is this?
Made it to 4546B. Landing was a bit rough, but I don't think Altera spotted me. I hid from their satellite. The drop pod deployed with gusto. I just have to find it and get settled. Then I'll be able to get to work.
So it looks like I'm in the middle of a meteor shower. These things seem to heat me up, so I'm going to stay with these as much as possible. I think that's a new mechanic they've obviously added to this game, being that we are now in the freezing cold, which we weren't in the last game. It was kind of like just a temperate climate. It was actually quite nice. This looks so cool. This meteor shower looks amazing. I probably should jump in the water and hide. So that looks like our life pod. So I'm going to head over that way and see what is over there. I'm guessing we've got a life pod like there was in the last game. This is looking really cool. I love the start of this game. They've done a load of work on the voices and some of the voiceovers and the actors. And actually, I think they sound absolutely brilliant. So, I'm really impressed with it so far. Yeah, so this is our life pod. So this is kind of going to be our home for quite a while until we start building bases. And yeah, this is it. This is our little home. I don't remember. Oh, I found the drop pod. I have. So this is our fabricator. I believe we can kind of build stuff and that sort of thing there. And then we've also got our storage here. So we've got all these messages. As I said earlier, this is the notice of death that we got about our sister Sam. So yeah, not that great. There's loads of stuff I can read in here. I'm not going to go through and read all of that. But the only thing we've got at the minute is one bit of food. So we don't need that.
Well, Sam, I guess I might as well gather some tools and resources before starting my search. Hope that radio tower's as easy to spot as Lil said.
Alright, so we've got to head over to a radio tower. By the looks of it, that is our first mission. But we do need to grab some resources so we can kickstart kind of our journey on this island. So there's loads of like standard resources in the game. So normally you get them from like little rocks like this. So I can normally, yeah, there we go.
To use this.
So that was some titanium, I believe. Yeah, titanium. So that's just your basic building material. You've got some bullseye mushrooms there, but I can't seem to harvest them. But we do need to build a knife. That's normally the first thing that we can build. So I believe we can get some with maybe some titanium. Let's have a look what we need to build that with. So if you go into the fabricator, yeah, so we've got resources, basic materials, loads of different stuff in here. So the main equipment we first need, I believe, is a survival knife. So we need some silicon rubber. So we can actually pin the recipe up here. So for silicon rubber, we need some creepvine seed clusters. So we need to find some creepvine, and we should then be able to build the survival knife. So let me go do that. Let me gather some standard resources just to kind of kickstart us off into the game. Back at the base, and I've actually got a ton of material now, so I can actually build some of the silicon rubber, and that should now give me, there we go, so that should give me enough to now build our survival knife, and that's going to be the first tool we kind of need to make sure that we can get all the material we need. The next thing we need to probably get is our scanner. The scanner allows us to get kind of blueprints and unlock extra things around the game. I did pick up some boomerang fish, so we've got something to cook and eat as well. So I'm actually going to cook one of those too. Now the scanner, if we remove our survival knife and pin our scanner, we need a battery and titanium. Now I did pick up 2 ribbon plants, so that should allow us to make a battery. Okay, so we should be able to have now, we should now be able to build the scanner too. There we go. So that is our first 2 tools. So we've got our scanner.
I have a scanner.
And Robin is super happy about that. So yeah, we've got the scanner and we've got a survival knife just to get us started out here. Now there's nothing else really at the minute I can actually build, but probably the next thing I should probably build is fins and the new O2 tank. So if I unpin the scanner, because we've obviously now got that one, and the 2 things I need are the fins and the O2 tank, and that allows us to travel a little bit further, a little bit easier. And we've actually got the knife, so we should be able to get some creepvine samples as well, and we just need some more silicon rubber. We might actually be able to do that. Let me see. Have we got enough? We are building it. Yeah, we've got enough. Okay, so let's build those now, and we can then put those on, which will obviously make us a little bit faster, which will be really good. So let me add those on as well, so we'll have some flippers on. So let's have a look at those. Yeah, so I think we automatically add them on. Yeah, so here they are. So they enhance swim speed by 15%, so that will really help us. So we've also got a survival knife, so I should be able to now equip that. So that is the knife, and the scanner is this. So we can now actually go out, scan some stuff, and learn some new recipes, which were really cool. Now I do know these fish were in the last one, and they actually allow us to, yes,
new creature discovered.
Allow us to create bottles of water, I believe, in the fabricator. So they're quite a good one to collect.
New blueprint synthesized.
So I'll make sure I get a couple of those, because water, especially at the start of the game, is a little bit difficult until you get a little bit further on.
New creature discovered.
Oh, that's some quartz. I'll take it. Oh, what's this? Pink narrow leaf. So I'll do that, and I'll do the shroom. So as you unlock more items, you actually get kind of
supply cache nearby.
Oh, a supply cache nearby. Oh, that's good to know. So we've actually got a supply cache over there that we can head to. Maybe we'll do that first before the radio tower. I think that's probably a good idea. And there was actually something I noticed out, I believe, that way, I want to say. Because when I was over to get the creepvines, which is just out that way, there was like a floating base out that way that I'll need to go check out. So I'll scan a couple of things, get a little bit of food, and I will then head over to that supply cache. So I'm just building the fibre mesh because I've actually managed to now get enough to build the standard O2 tank, and that will give us a load more oxygen.
Blueprints to your data bank.
And there we go, we've actually just unlocked a new
oxygen
blueprint as well.
Can be upgraded for deluxe and VIP breathing.
Okay, and that was just the notification that we can actually now upgrade our standard O2 tank with some additional resources as well. So I'm just going to stock up on a load of resource whilst we're here. I should have a load of water to pack away, as I caught quite a few different bladderfish, and I'll cook some of this food up too, just so we can get back up to kind of all our stats full, and then we'll go out again. So I've been out collecting some resources, and I've actually just found a fragment of a sea glide. So we need 3 of those, and that will allow us to build something called a sea glide, and that will allow us to travel around kind of the water area, especially close by to our main base, a lot quicker than we currently do. And I'm seeing quite a large fish over there. I don't know what that is. I've not seen one of those yet. And I'm seeing another sea glide fragment, which is really good. In the last game, these were really difficult to find right at the start, so I'm glad we'll find them quite quickly off the bat. Is that a third? Oh no, I thought that was a third one then, but I want to check out this guy. He's a Titan wholefish. Ow! Wow, what just attacked me? I just got hit by something. I don't know what I just get hit by. I didn't see anything evil. Oh, is it these? Oh, it's these symbiotes. They're evil. Okay. Note to self, stay away from those guys. But yeah, originally we had about 40 oxygen. I think we've got like 75 now, which makes a massive difference, especially just traveling around the local area. I have kind of scoured all of the kind of tunnel system just around here, gathered a load of resource from there. I'm just grabbing more of these because these allow you to build batteries, which come in a massive help. I keep hearing loads of noises, which is really off-putting, but yeah, our main source of material at this point are those little rock outcrops. There's a couple of different types, and currently I'm just gathering a load of stuff, just so when it comes to when we unlock a load of things, we actually can kind of get started in the game quite quickly, which will be good. Now, I'm seeing a big canyon over here, like just down here. And I don't really know what's down there, but normally that means better resources. Yes! 3rd sea glide part. Alright, well, this is going better than I thought. We may have the sea glide in our first episode already. Okay. I don't know what we need for that, but I'm going to guess we don't have all the pieces just yet, because all I've really got at this point is a lot of titanium and copper. It might be that we need some lead. Well, I'll go back to the fabricator and take a look what we need, and then maybe we can add that on as well. Let's take a look anyway. All right, so here it is. So we need battery, lubricant, copper wire, and titanium. I believe we could probably make that. Let me see if we can make that. So I can definitely build a battery. So, okay, I need some more copper. Did I put any in my storage? I might have put some more in my storage. I did. Okay. So, we've got that. Let's build some copper wire. This is going a lot better than I thought. Normally, I don't get the sea glide this early on. Sea glide. So, we need lubricant, which I believe we need creepvine clusters for, which I believe we've got them in here. Yes, we do. I think we needed 2. So that should allow us to build some lubricant. I'll actually build 2 of those just so we've got another one to hand. And we can now build the sea glide. And we're definitely going to take this for a spin pretty quickly now.
The Sea Glide is a personal transportation device used for high-speed freediving. Contains a built-in light and map.
So this is our sea glide. So as you can see, it kind of gives you like a 3D map that you can kind of see at least the initial lay of the land and understand what is about. But it makes you so much faster going around everywhere. So we've got our first sea glide, we've got our first vehicle, and that should allow us to go to most local places. There is a supply cache over that way. I don't know if that's 280 meters down or just 280 meters that way, but I also saw a little platform out this way somewhere. So I'm going to go to that platform first, and then I'm going to go to that supply cache. Okay, there it is. This was what I saw when I was over at the creepvine. So there's like this cage. It looks like a dive cage. And I don't know what's going on with it. It looks all busted up. Let's see if we can get up here. Oh, yes. Yes, we can. It's not letting me get up the ladder. Alright, there we go. It wasn't letting me get up the ladder for some reason then. Okay, so we can scan all this, which is good. Mineral detector fragment. Okay, that wasn't in the last game, so that is new. That looks cool. So that should allow us to detect minerals, I'm guessing?
New blueprint synthesized.
And there's a supply crate, and there's a flare in there, so we'll take that.
New blueprint synthesized.
Just unlocked a desk as well, so that's when we get into base building a little bit more. And that was a nutrient block. What is that? It's a penguin. It's like a little peg. Oh, they're so cute. They're so cute. Oh my god, they're amazing. Look at these guys. I actually love them. They're so cool. We've explored this. I don't really know what that was. I was expecting maybe more than this. But it's a cool little feature. Just a little outpost. I like it. So I want to head over to the supply cache now. I'm not seeing anything else about... Oh, there is actually something down there. I was going to say I'm not seeing anything else about, but I may as well go and have a look at this. Whatever this is down here. Okay, first aid kit. Some water. I'm not seeing anything else here. I think that's it. So there's just a little supply area and another sea glide fragment. Oh no, it's a beacon fragment. I thought it was a sea glide. I'll take it. Beacons are quite useful because
blueprint synthesized.
If you've got points of interest...
30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
I know I've got 30 seconds of oxygen remaining. Thank you for telling me that. That can get a little bit annoying, I find, especially if you're on long dives. It did it in the last game and was a little bit intense all the time. I don't know what you are, but I don't trust you. You're slightly too big for me to trust you. So before I get too far into this game, I'll explain to you guys, I do kind of have a fear of just the deep ocean. When you kind of go into the edge or the abyss of the unknown, I have kind of an underlying fear of that. So when you just look out and it's just complete darkness, I really don't get along with that. It'll be interesting. There's the emergency supply cache. But yeah, it'll be interesting how much this game triggers that. The last one did trigger it quite often. So I apologise if there's any... Oh, little beacon. I'll take it.
To mark traverse territory. Now with surface support. Use your Xenoworks PDA to show or hide the signals of your choice.
Okay. So that was telling you a little bit about the beacons, and you can kind of hide their location and things. There is actually a PDA here. And this is a recorded conversation between Sam and Fred. And there's a deep cave looking thing down there. But that is our first supply cache. I'm going to head back to our base, kind of understand where we're at. The next thing I do want to build is a compass. I actually pinned it top right. So do want to build that next, just so we know exactly kind of what direction we're going in. The compass is quite useful. You kind of keep it on you and it looks... At all times you can kind of use it as a point of reference, which is really good. Yes, you've got these beacons you can go to, but at this point they don't really give much else. So I'll probably explore a little bit deeper in the next episode than I have today. Well guys, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you've enjoyed the episode today, and if you have, please drop a like down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.